In the last video, we saw how to go from having a linear programming problem, something like this, to setting up the first Tableau, turning it into an augmented matrix with one row per constraint plus an extra row down here for the function to maximize. All right, so when we apply the simplex method to such a problem, we'll be going from one Tableau to another, and each of these Tableau represents one corner of the allowable region. And here is how to determine which corner a Tableau represents. All of the variable with the 1 as the only non-zero element in their column are called basic, and if the 1 is not leading. So we will not go to REF and RREF like we used to. Our matrix is pretty simplified already, and you could see here that these should act like our leading entries did, even though they're not at the start of each row. All right, so basic variables are assigned the value in the last column that corresponds to the basic one. All other variables are called non-basic, I know. Non-basic variables are assigned the value 0. All right, consider once again the maximizing problem of example 8.1.1. We'll be looking at that problem throughout. For each of the following tableaux, determine the value of the variables and sketch the corresponding point on the region. All right, so we need to identify all the basic variables. So basic are the ones that look like leading variables before. So all of these are basic. And in this case, x and y are the non-basic ones. All right, so we're told to assign value 0 to non-basic variables. So that means x is 0 and y is 0. And we're going to read the value of the basic from the constant column. So here S1, that comes from the first row, that's going to be 10. S2 equals 15. S3 equals 36. And P equals 0. So this tableau corresponds to the corner x0, y0. So here. And that's the one from A. And you could see that at that point, the profit is 0, so everything matches. And this is how many of each resources we have left. Well, that's how many resources we had of each. So 10, 15, and 36. We haven't used anything since we haven't produced anything, and so they're still all at 10, 15, 36. All right, let's look at a different tableau. In this case, the leading or simplified columns are x, s1, s2, and p. So these will be the basic. Are x, s1, s2, and p. So these will take the value in the final column. So for example, x, to read the value of x, I'm going to look at its leading one in some sense, and I'm going to get 9. For S1, I'm going to use the first row, and I'm going to get that S1 is 10. S2 is going to be from the second row, and I'm going to get 6. And now P is 18. The non-basic variable for this tableau are y and S3, and we set both equal to 0. So this corresponded to xy equals 0, 0, and we got a profit of 0. This one corresponds to xy equals 9, 0, and our profit here is 18. Right, so let's place that in our sketch. So this is what I got at B. I got 9, 0. All right, and both are corners of our region.